heightened sexuality, extended foreplay, loving affection, the capacity to stimulate the clitorises and the G-spot, multiple and extended orgasms. That is what every woman wants to experience during the process of lovemaking. But how many of our men are capable of doing that? How many people are capable of giving that to their wives? Because of a reason, I have come to understand that more than 80% of men are actually raping their wives, or at best causing them serious emotional pain in the name of lovemaking. But today, as we look at the topic of the day, I believe God that someone out there, especially our men folk, they will be ministered to. And if you're a wife out there, also draw your man's attention to this wonderful edition, because it is really wonderful. What's our topic of today? Our topic is simply titled, How to Make Love to a Woman. How to make love to a woman. It takes a lot of tact, a lot of skill to actually understand this, because many of people are doing it mechanical. As a matter of fact, there was a time I told myself that if I'm a judge and a woman brings a case of rape against her husband, because rape is simply first entry. If you bring a case against your husband, I may likely award a verdict to your favor, because many men are actually raping their wives. But today, I want you to get closer. Let us discuss this. Especially if you're a man, get closer. Let's talk about this. You need to know how to actually handle a woman. There are some certain things I want you to know. First of all, you must understand as a man that you have a different physiological makeup than the woman. The way you respond to sexual touches are different from that of your woman. It may take a man a few seconds to get sexually aroused, but to the woman it takes a couple of minutes. Some even get extended more than minutes to get aroused. So you need to understand this from the word go. So that it's not as soon as your penis achieves an erection that you begin to think of going into the woman. No, it ought not to be. You need to understand that from the beginning. Then as a man also, you need to understand that if a woman is not fully lubricated, if she's not fully lubricated on the vagina, if she's not fully wet, she will not be able to receive you well as a man. So you need to take out enough time to actually cause her to achieve full lubrication so that you are actually drawn onto her. So we are going to look at several areas. You also need to know that as a man also, you need to know how to control your body signals if you must achieve fruitful sexual intercourse with your spouse. If you don't know how to achieve this, there's a tendency for you to ejaculate prematurely, and if it continues, it may draw frustration and anger into the relationship. It may cause emotional pain to the woman. So you need to understand some of these things before we even go into the nitty-gritty of sex. But as we go on, I want you to look at that red button by my side. Please click on that button and get subscribed to this channel. If a woman is confident, if a woman is healthy, if she's neat, if she's well groomed, if she's well behaved, naturally she will draw the attention of a man. If that is the composition of your wife, anytime your wife is around you and she has all these qualities, there is a tendency for her to be drawn onto you sexually. But the moment she's drawn onto you, how do you take it to the next level? How do you get her to be sexually fulfilled and satisfied? That is the reason for this topic today. I also want you to know that quality sexual intercourse is not determined by the passion of one person alone. No, your spouse must be carried along. You must carry her along as a man, so that as you are enjoying it, she's also enjoying it. I have discovered over a season that many people don't have the skill to tune up their wife to the level of sexual acceptance. They don't have that skill. I want you also to know that sex is a wonderful experience, very wonderful experience, very enjoyable experience. But then it can also become a source of pain to the woman that is not actually stimulated to the level where she can actually appreciate it. And when a man does not spend enough time to get his wife to that level, then there's a tendency for her not to produce, or for the vagina not to secrete the right fluid that will make her, ready for the man. And when that happens, what do you have is difficulty in penetration. What you have is pain during the process of lovemaking. So a whole lot of things are embedded in lovemaking. And that is the reason why we are bringing this topic to you today. As a man, you need to understand that if the woman is not ready, if the woman is not tuned up, fine-tuned to the level where she can accept you, then even what you are doing will be work instead of pleasure. I don't want you to walk with your wife on the bed. I want you to have a pleasurable experience. That's the reason for this very particular topic. How to make love to your woman. How to make love to your wife. Now, like I said, sex can be divided into 3 phases. The first phase of sex is what we call the pre-sex stage or the foreplay stage. And in going into the foreplay stage, there are things you ought to know as a man. What are the erogenous zones of the woman? What are those areas of the woman that are easily aroused and stimulated? What are those areas? You need to understand them. If you don't understand them, you will fumble. If you don't understand them, you'll be doing things wrongly. And what are those things? I want to name some of them. The mouth is a very wonderful erogenous zone. The mouth, the lips, her tongue, her neckline, they are all wonderful erogenous zones. The back of her neck is a wonderful erogenous zone. You can also look at her breast and her nipples. These are wonderful erogenous zones. Her navel, for instance, her buttocks, for instance, these are erogenous zones. The base of her spine, or what we call the small of the back, that is a wonderful erogenous zone. And taking it further, even her clitoris, that is the #1 erogenous zone. And of course, beyond the clitoris, we have the labia and the majora. They are all wonderful erogenous zones. And of course, inside of her, we have what we call the G-spot. It's a wonderful erogenous zone. I will explain that later. There are other erogenous zones, such as the back of her knee. These are erogenous zones. The perineum, the place between her anus and the vagina. These are wonderful erogenous zones of a woman. You need to understand that so that you know how to apply, you know what to do during the process of foreplay. Because if you don't understand that, like I said, you can be doing it wrongly. Now, going into the foreplay proper, there are 3 instruments you must use in foreplay, and that is your tongue, your lips, and your fingers. The fingers of your hands, these are wonderful tools you can use to tickle a woman, to get her to get fully aroused and ready for lovemaking. You can suck with your tongue. You can flicker a whole lot of, her navel. You can use your tongue to caress her clitoris. You can use your tongue to caress her own tongue. You can use it anyhow. The tongue, the mouth, the lips, the fingers of the hands. These are wonderful tools you can use as a man to get your wife to that level where she begins to moan and actually ask of you to come unto her. How do you know that a woman is ready? Anytime a woman is ready, she pulls you closer to herself. She pulls you closer to herself. She can hold you by the buttocks and pull you closer to herself. That means she's ready. If it's a very sexually active woman, she can even at that point mount on top, stay on you astride, and gradually go under and pick your penis and place it right inside of her. Allow her to do that. That shows that she's fully ready. It also shows of a truth that she's willing and ready to satisfy you. She's confident about herself. She wants to give herself. She wants to yield herself to you. You are ready the moment you had an erection, but she's not ready. She was not ready. And for her to get to that level where she pulls you to herself and climbs on you, that means she's fully ready. That will now take us to the next phase of sexual intercourse. For a man, you must be ready for all these things. Sexual intercourse is wonderful. What is the next phase? The next phase is the actual intercourse. The actual intercourse. The actual time of coitus. If you have not subscribed, please go to that red button by my side. Subscribe right away and get involved with what we are doing. Get involved. I will appreciate it when I see your subscription. Get involved and help and encourage me and encourage the rest of the crew that is handling this project. And how do you go to the real sexual thing? I want you to know from the beginning that there are things, that are very important for you to know. One is method, or what we call rhythm. Rhythm is very important when it comes to sexual intercourse. You must come to the level where you achieve the right rhythm with your wife. And when it comes to rhythm, there are two phases of rhythm. The first phase is the thrusting in and out, the thrusting stage, where you put your penis and you are going up or down or in and out. You must endeavor to achieve a rhythm with your spouse at that level. And then, of course, the second one is what we call the grinding, where as a man, you not only go in, but you grind around. You use your waist to grind around the vagina. You use your waist. And then the woman also, who is responsive in real lovemaking, will also follow suit and wriggle, use her pelvis to hold you, use her vagina, the walls of her vagina to hold you and grind the penis. That is the two methods of movement. That is the thrusting and, of course, the grinding. As a man, learn to do that, and do that with joy, do that with ease. And of course, the second thing there when it comes to real intercourse is the speed. The speed is very, very important. When you have achieved the sexual plateau, when you have gotten to the levels, heightened sexual pleasure, then of course you may need to increase the speed. When you increase the speed, you also watch the reaction of the woman, whether she's enjoying the speed. As a matter of fact, a woman that is enjoying the speed will ask you to increase the speed. And that woman will also tell you what movements you should be making as the speed is increased. And of course, if you are starting sex at the onset of sex, that's not the time to increase speed. Because if you do that as a man, you may ejaculate freely. You may just ejaculate. And once you ejaculate impromptu, once you ejaculate prematurely, you have messed up the whole thing. So you start slowly and then build up speed. When you build up speed at a particular point in time, as a man who understands his body signals. I mentioned something about body signals some time ago while we were doing a work on how to prevent premature ejaculation. You may need to go back to that very particular edition and watch it again, how to prevent premature ejaculation. If you watch it, you will discover where I said something about a man being able to control his body signals. There are body signals when it comes to lovemaking. You need to understand that. You need to understand when the sperm have left your testes. You need to understand when you are almost ejaculating. You need to understand how to step back instead of increasing the tempo, because once you increase the tempo, you will ejaculate. But if you step back and then you breathe in, and then hold your breath, that sperm that is about coming out, it will stand for a while and part of it will go back. A little part of it may also drop. But because you didn't come out immediately, the moment it goes back and you start all over again slowly, you will achieve full erection a second time. That is how you control your body signal. As you continue talking to her, even in the period of lovemaking, don't keep silent. Communicate effectively with her. Communicate effectively. Let her hear your groans. Let her hear how you feel. Tell her how you feel. Begin to do it with all emotions into it, and the woman will be willing to go the distance with you. And before you know it, you achieve an ejaculation. And the moment you achieve an ejaculation, you are gradually moving into the third phase, which is the third phase. They put sex stage of sexual intercourse. That's the third stage. Once the ejaculation has occurred and you discover somehow your woman had not reached that height of orgasm, it is time to return to board. It is time to return. Pick her up in your arms, use your hand, use your fingers and enter her. Just like a feeder flickering something sweet, begin to use your finger to flick on her, to caress her clitoris. Begin to use your finger. Caress her clitoris. Use the fluid that is from her. Use it to caress her clitoris in a swivel position, in up and down swivel. Just quietly, gently begin to caress it. Begin to just put your heart into it. Begin to caress it. As she's moaning and groaning, continue doing that. Begin to suck her nipples in the same process. As you are caressing and sucking her nipples, sometimes insert your finger into her and identify the G-spot. The G-spot is at the lining of the upper lining of her vagina. As you get there, the moment you touch there, you will see the reaction inside of her. She will jump up. She will be very eager. She will groan. And as you are doing that, continue doing that with all joy. Hold her firmly. She'll be tearing at you. She'll be very eager. Continue to do that. And before you know it, she will achieve an orgasm. The moment she achieves an orgasm, there will be an electric echo, electric fire that goes into her spine. She will shout. Some women are known to even weep in the process of orgasm. And then she will hold you so firmly. Her fingers will even bite at your skin. I have known some women in the process of orgasm, they bite their husbands. They put their teeth right inside of him. You are a man. you just need to bear that. So get her to that level where she achieves orgasm. And as you are doing that, begin to warmly cuddle her, hold her firmly. Begin to stroke the back of the buttocks. Begin to stroke it with your hands. Stroke her buttocks. Stroke the base of her spine. Begin to run your finger down her spine. Some women will even start laughing. It's a kind of laugh that comes from the inside. It's a laughter of pleasure. Begin to do that. And as you are doing that, gradually the orgasm comes more and more. You can make your woman to achieve multiple orgasms. As the orgasm comes up, hold her firmly in your hands. And then let her rest in your arms. Continue holding her. Some people are known to have slept off in that process. Some people are known to have quietly, when they come out of orgasm, you begin to talk, begin to discuss some wonderful issues. Begin to reminisce over some past sweet memories. Begin to talk like that. And if you guys are still having the urge and the strength, you will see the man in you. You will see the penis arise. You will see the penis rise again, even for a second round, or even for a third. And some people are known to have gone for a fourth. But I tell you, it is possible for you to give ultimate pleasure to your wife. It is very possible. And as we go on in further productions, I will give you some certain sex positions. You may not see the visual because I don't want YouTube to flag us. But I will describe the sex positions that you may need to take while making love to your spouse. It is very important. Variations in sex positions, it makes a lot of difference. Meanwhile, before you check out, please look at that button. Click on it. Get subscribed. I will love it so much. And I thank God for giving us the pleasure to be with one another. I thank God for this edition. Please, I look forward to seeing you next week. You can also give me a comment and I'll be blessed by it. Thank you very much. Remain blessed.